The abuse of women sexually, physically, and verbally is rampant in Zimbabwean politics, and this incoming election has proven to be the most intolerant one. Aspiring female politicians have on a daily basis have to duck insults from both their male and female supporters for holding or sharing a different view. Derogatory names such as prostitutes or hure in vernacular have been used in public and social media platforms to demean women. The recent attacks being made on the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission chairperson, Priscilla Chigumba, in which her private life was dragged into play. That is grossly intolerable. Organizing for Zimbabwe took to the streets to hear the public's views about this. Here is what they had to say.
Looking at Zimbabwe, we have seen violence on social media, violence in person towards women particularly who hold positions of leadership. For instance, the ZEC chairperson. I think we need to move to a point where we are carrying on discussions about issues that are affecting Zimbabwe, and our discussions should be based on knowledge that we have, should be based on the laws that we have, not based on the persons. If we move to attacking people's personal lives, people's physical bodies, people's anything that is personal, I think we are reducing ourselves to mere fools on the streets. But we need to move our discussion to something more serious and not attack especially women who are holding positions of leadership in Zimbabwe, and move our discussions to something that is meaningful.
We were obliged to apply peace, which was advocated even by the EU ambassador and by the American ambassador. Even our President Comrade Emerson Mnangagwa has advocated for peace throughout Zimbabwe and to all Zimbabweans. So now we are seeing people attacking on social media, Chigumba and Chigumba and Kupe, they are being attacked. So, which is not right for women, as also we want our women to participate in politics. So I think attacking them, it has taken this issue to greater heights, which seems like personal issues. So I think let us preserve the peace and go and vote so as to build our nation and advocate for our rights, both as women and men, so that we have a prosperous nation.
As Zimbabweans, we should try and adhere to the gospel of peace that is being preached, and also political parties, they should try and stick to the peace pledge that they signed in the build-up of the 30 July harmonized elections. Now we are seeing hate speech on social media, and some women are being vilified. For example, the ZEC chairperson Chigumba is being vilified and attacked on social media, which is not necessary considering that towards our harmonized elections. So we should all try and be peaceful and be in harmony with one another.
Elections in Zimbabwe have presented us with a situation whereby we have seen that the women who are in politics are being attacked frequently for saying their views or expressing their opinions. This is basically, I think, due to the new era that has come and been unleashed during when Emerson Mnangagwa came into power. There's been a lot of backlash on social media, Facebook, Twitter. Videos have been sent, pictures have been sent. As women should be respected, irregardless of which political party they are affiliated to, because recently we have seen women being attacked because of their views and their opinions, because they support either party A or B, which is wrong. As a women, they have the same rights as men. They have the same rights and capabilities to take this nation further. So I think women should be given that same platform, that same ground as men to express and have their views heard.
We're known as a peaceful nation, and having a situation whereby we have political parties who would have signed a peace pledge and there's a lot of hate speech going around is not proper. I believe that as a people we mustn't abuse the freedom of expression that we're being given. We mustn't take it for granted, and tongobatirana pamwe chete, whether it's a man or a woman in a position of authority or vying for office. It's just not proper to move around. I believe that there is a way that we can go ahead and solve things, which is not right.
First and foremost, I think people should appreciate when women are in power and when women take higher positions in organizations. It's a plus for them, and being violent against them is really wrong. I personally don't think it's proper. We need a peaceful election, basically, and this is hate speech via social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, or even Twitter. It's really not necessary. What we should just do is be diplomatic about everything. Whatever we want to say, let's say it in a good way. Let's observe protocol. Whichever grievances we have against her, we shouldn't turn to hate speech.
Yeah, I think it's very terrible, this amount of hate speech directed towards women in influential positions. We like to pride ourselves as a Zimbabwean community that is very modern and educated, but the way we are acting is very primitive and borders on ignorance, because we should actually be pushing for empowerment of women. Now, all this name calling that we are seeing, it's a step backwards because it is counterproductive the way I see it. Women play a very critical role in our society, and as soon as we have people who are in influential posts, what we want to see is social transformation, not this amount of bickering and name calling that we are seeing on a daily basis. If we have so much anger and aggression, I think we should target it towards corruption and other social ills.
As Organizing for Zimbabwe, we call all political parties to refrain from using hate language against women, and we urge the government through responsible authorities to see to it that the rights of women to participate peacefully in this election and beyond is fully respected and realized. Those perpetrating violence against, through whatever form or means, should be arraigned and brought before the court.